Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to continuing on with our topic on quadrilaterals, that is trapezium. So let's start. Our learning objective for today is we are finding unknown angles in a trapezium using the properties. Our step to success for today are, which are obviously the properties of a trapezium. So the first one is you need to check the known and the unknown angles, and step two, consecutive angles add up to 180 degree. Just to note that trapezium or trapezoid, they are both the same. It's just a matter of um, British English and American English. So whatever terms you're using, trapezium, they refer to the same quadrilaterals. So the properties of a trapezium, which we have learned, they're not a lot. They're just pretty much simple. So we have a trapezium right over here. We have A, B, C, D that makes up a trapezium. We have also four angles in the trapezium. That is angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. So the first property of a trapezium is only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So we can see a pair of parallel lines here. We have AD and we have BC. So you can see the lines are parallel by looking at this small arrow over here. So, meaning to say that AD is parallel to BC. Then the second property of a trapezium is consecutive angles add up to 180 degrees. So we've talked about what consecutive means in our previous lessons on rhombus and parallelograms. So consecutive angles is when you see angles that is between two parallel lines. For example, I'm just going to highlight it so you can see here. So we have angle A and angle B. They make up a sharp C, which represent consecutive. So when you add them both together, angle A plus angle B, they are equal to 180 degree. Same goes to angle D and angle C. They both made up a sharp C, which represent consecutive angles. So when you add them both together, angle D plus angle C, they're equal to 180 degree. So those are the two properties of a trapezium that you need to know in order to find the sides and the unknown sides and also the unknown angles. Let's jump right ahead to our examples for today. Example 1, you need to find angle A. So we have a trapezium right here, and the first step tells you to check the known and the unknown angles. So our known angles is right here. We are given 116 up here. So that's our known angles. That's 116 degree, and our unknown angles which are yet to find is angle A. And step 2, consecutive angles add up to 180 degree. Basically for trapeziums, they're pretty straightforward when it comes to angles. So whatever it is, if you see a sharp letter C, if the two angles made up a sharp letter C between two parallel lines, they add up equal when you add them together, they are equal to 180 degree, and you can easily find the unknown angles. So for example, right over here we have angle 116 and angle A. They made up a sharp C, so which means that step 2, when it's applied, it is as 116 plus angle A equals to 180 degree. Now we need to find angle A. In order to find angle A must be alone. So what you have to do is you just bring the the 116 degree to the other side, and when you bring it to the other side, it becomes a minus. So whatever that is left on the left hand side, you bring it down. So now we have 180 minus 116 degree. That is to find angle A. Now, if you can't do this in your head, you can always do a side calculation on this one. So 180 minus 116, that becomes 10, and that becomes 7. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 7 minus 1 is 6, 1 minus 1 is 0. So angle A is 64 degree. How can you be sure that you are correct? You just add up both of the angles and see if they make up to 180 degree. So we have 6 plus 4 is 10, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 6 is 8, and 1 goes down. So yes, they make up 180 degrees, so angle A is definitely equal to 64 degree. Example 2, we have 4 angles in the trapezium. So we have 97 degree up here, we have 81 degree down here, we have angle E, and we have angle D. Now you need to find both of the angle D and angle E. Again, check the known and unknown angles. That is step 1. So the known angles that we know are 97 degree and 81 degree. And the unknown angles that are yet to be found are D and E. So let's just do this one after the other, one by one. So it helps if you can use your highlighter. If you rotate the trapezium in a horizontal form, you can actually see that angle D and 97 degree makes up a sharp letter C because they are in between of these parallel lines. So step 2, consecutive angles add up to 180 degree. So when you add up 97 degree plus D, they are equal to 180 degree. So in order to find angle D must be alone. So in order for angle D to be alone, you need to bring the 97 degree to the other side. So this, we are left with angle D on the left hand side. So on the right hand side, that would come up to 180 degree minus 97 degree. So let's just do our side calculation over here. This becomes 10 and this becomes 7. So 10 minus 7 is 3. That becomes 17, 0. So what is 17 minus 9? We have 8. So angle D equals to 83 degrees. Again, you can check this by yourself by adding the two angles and see if they make up to 180 degree. Next, so we have found angle D. Next, we need to find angle E. So again, if you can see, there is a sharp, let me just use a different highlighter. There is a sharp C, which stands for consecutive angles. So when you add up both 81 degree with E, they are equal to 180 degree. So in order to find E has to be alone, which means you need to bring this 81 to the other side, and it becomes minus 180 minus 81 degree. So that becomes 180 minus 81. So that is 10. This becomes 7. So 9, 17. What is 17 minus 8? We have 9. So angle E is 99 degree. Again, you can check by adding up the two numbers, 81 plus 99, and see if they make up to 180 degree. As simple as that. I'm not going to give you another example because today's lesson is pretty much straightforward, but I would like you to try on your own. Take a piece of paper or pen or pencil or your mini whiteboards with the marker pens and try this. Find B. Let's just quickly recap our learning objective and S2S for today. Today we are finding unknown angles in a trapezium using the properties of a trapezium. Our SOS for today, the first one is we need to check the known and the unknown angles. This is to differentiate or to know which angles you are looking for. And step 2, you know that consecutive angles add up to 180 degrees. Today's exercise is in your Yes Maths Workbook 6A, page 72. Don't forget to write down today's day and date. Please do it in pens. I would very much appreciate if you can show your working on how to find the angles. That's all for today. Good luck, everyone. Bye.